As the official healthcare provider of Minnesota United, Allina Health is focused on keeping our Loons in top condition. And with expertise in orthopedics, sports medicine, heart care, and more, Allina has the team to keep your family in the game too. The experts at Allina Health take the time to get to know you as a whole person, helping you achieve wellness for your mind, body, and spirit. It's an altogether better kind of healthcare. Learn more at allinahealth.org.
Welcome to Sound of the Loons, presented by Allina Health. My name is Eric Dick, goalkeeper of Minnesota United, and today's a special day because today's podcast is a special goalie-only podcast. I'm joined today with my fellow goalkeepers, Clint Irwin, Fred Emmings, and Dane St. Clair. Everybody, what's up?
Hello. How we doing?
Hi, Eric. What's up, guys? So today we're going to chit-chat a little bit about goalkeeper, our life on the field, off the field. Just let the people get to know us a little bit. Sound good? Yes?
Sounds terrible.
Sounds terrible.
Amazing.
All right, sounds great. Let's do it. Let's jump right in. Basically, let's let everybody know a little bit about yourselves, path to playing goalkeeper. When did you guys start playing goalkeeper? Were you always a goalkeeper? And we'll start with you, Clint.
I started playing goalkeeper when I was 14 years old, and it all happened because the goalkeeper got injured, and they just put me in the goal from there, and played through high school and college, and worked my way into Major League Soccer, and I've been playing now. It's my 13th year as a pro, and 11th in MLS. So that's how I got here to the Loons, and with Eric asking me questions.
I started playing soccer when I was probably 4 years old, and it didn't take long because of my size for them to throw me in the goal. And I played Blackhawks growing up for youth soccer, and then I joined the Minnesota United Academy when it opened in 2017. I think I was 14.
How old are you now?
I'm 19 years old. Nice. And I've been professional here at Minnesota for my 4th year now.
For me, I kind of played out starting off, but I just hated the coming off the field. So for me, I just if it meant staying on the field, I went in net as a kid, and then as I got older, growing up in Canada, a lot of us play multiple sports. So our goalie actually played hockey as well. So whenever there was a conflict and our goalie couldn't make it, I would kind of hop in, and then one thing led to another, and one day I kind of just got stuck there around the age of 13, 14, around there, similar to Clint, and then, went to college, University of Maryland, won national championship, and then
nice little plug.
Nice Go Terps for sure. And then, I made my way into the MLS from there.
Cool. For me, I've been playing all the sports growing up. I used to play striker too on the field, and then I just grew a little bit. And I don't know why that's a joke.
Can we get a fact check on that, please?
My strength was just running straight at the goal and just people bouncing off of me, and I would just score. And
That's still your strength.
that's still my strength.
That's a different kind of football.
Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah. I did
that position was called tight end.
I tried that for a year, but they wouldn't throw me the ball, so I stopped playing that. And then I just decided I like diving around too much to not do that full time, and did high school soccer and club soccer throughout, and then went to plug my college as well, university, Butler University, go Dogs.
Yeah, what did you guys win?
Sweet 16 senior year.
What did you guys win?
The Big East Championship. Thank you. Regular and tournament. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. And then, I've been all over the place. I went to Kansas City, Columbus, and now here at the Loons. So it's been a journey, but But yeah, so if you guys could, obviously we're all goalkeepers, but you know, if you could be a different position on the field, would you guys? And what position would that be if you had to choose a different position to be on the field?
Easiest answer, striker.
Yep.
One moment of brilliance a game, and you make millions of
Make
dollars.
millions of dollars.
Not even, you can just miss the goal and they still pay you.
Very true. Yeah, Clint. Striker.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that makes sense. I'd probably be the same. Fred, your answer makes sense. When we're back there in the goal, obviously we have, some games we're very active. Some games, we don't do much. In practice, usually we're involved a lot and we're talking and everything like that, and we have to have a mindset of always being focused. But when you guys are out there, speak to it a little bit about how there's certain games where, in games where we're not really involved making saves, but we have to do other stuff. How is that different mentally? What are you guys thinking about? What's going through your mind in games when you're making a lot of saves and you're being called upon a lot versus games where maybe we have a lot of possession and we're not really involved?
I think most of us can agree that even harder than maybe a game where you have tons of saves and a lot of action when you're sitting there and you're not really involved too much. But I think the biggest thing is to try and keep your focus and make sure you're talking to the guys in front of you and organizing. And that's how you keep yourself in the game. So when you are called upon, you're ready for it.
Yeah, I think in our position, of course, it's a reactive position, and very rarely do we get to actually dictate the way the game goes. So I think for us, it's just kind of planning for the worst case scenario, even when we have possession. What would happen if we lose it, and how do we stop it kind of before it kind of can get to us, is just being preventative in our thought process, I think, for sure.
No, I agree. Okay, so we learned a little bit there about the goalkeeper position. Now we're going to learn a little bit more about us, okay? We're going to get some opinions flowing here. I've got some little questions and stuff, and we're all going to provide some answers and vote on how we see each other here. We're going to get real personal. Sound good? Yes? Okay, great.
Can we work on these transitions, please?
Fantastic.
It's his first day.
It's my first time hosting a podcast, guys.
You're doing good.
We could tell.
All right. First question: who's got the best pregame fits? Also, let's say, are we just us four, or do you want to do it as a overall team?
Let's go back. How did you start the podcast?
I said
goalkeeper, right?
It's goalkeeper. You're right. Okay, it's just us goalkeepers. Which of us four has the best pregame fits?
Definitely not you.
Oh,
Can we start with the worst?
No, the fashion is later, and
I think we will all agree if we go
for sure.
fourth place.
We'll start with
Eric.
fourth.
No,
Fourth?
yeah, sounds
Eric.
fourth is me for sure. I'll take that.
For sure. I mean, I feel
I
like
don't know. No. Fred's showed up in a freaking sweatshirt before, and that's just not. I mean, I've never.
Still nicer than some of the stuff.
I don't know. My
you showed up.
polos are nice.
The camera.
I'll take
The
fourth.
camera is rolling right now for the people that can see. Stand
take
up and
fourth.
give them the fit check.
I'm all right. Thank you.
this is
Um,
better.
I pride myself. All right, here we go.
One of those Costco? Or?
I thrifted. I thrift a lot. And so I pride myself on being sort of like Adam Sandler-esque, always ready to hoop, and really baggy. Like that's my style.
Is that a style?
That works. That works though because he's cool and like
If
he
I'm
can pull
not,
that off.
I can pull it off.
Ooh, there we go.
Yep.
Beep.
I can pull it off too. But yes, I'll take fourth. That's fine.
I
Oh,
feel like
man.
we all have kind of different styles.
Yeah, I'll say I think.
Clint wears a lot of polos.
Yeah, and he looks good.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Fred. I think Fred has got, he's like a high ceiling, high floor guy. He's got decent style. I like some of the vintage stuff that he comes with.
He does come in with a lot of vintage.
He leans hard into the vintage.
He thrifts more than anyone.
Yeah,
probably.
him and Dev, I feel like it's every afternoon you guys are sorting through the racks.
For sure.
I feel like they grew up in like the wrong era. They're just like they want to go back. You know what I mean?
I know, it's so true. I mean, he's got jorts on right now. John Deere tractor hat.
Grandpa's hat.
Yeah. Dev came in with a Billy Joel shirt on today. think he's ever listened to Billy Joel before.
Can name one song.
I would put Fred in there. You know, he's
That's
probably
his third?
3. Yeah, 3, sometimes 1.
1.
I don't know. I'm not going to
When
rank
has he
myself.
ever been 1?
Well, no,
No chance.
I feel like I don't have enough business casual clothes to show up every game day looking nice. So it's either good or it's not, and there's not really an in between. I feel like Dane comes with the more expensive drip. He's got the higher budget for the
For sure.
for the walk-in.
Toronto.
Yeah.
For sure.
Honestly, though, the business casual though, or the business smart really hinders what I want to wear.
100%.
Well,
What do you want to wear?
I want the graphic tee.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's wrong with
My
my
wardrobe?
It's not allowed, apparently.
Not allowed. Yeah,
Apparently
we-
it's not allowed.
Barney can
Oh,
show up in
there are people that
overalls and
wear-
no shirt.
That's exactly right.
If you're wearing a shirt, that's better than what he's wearing. Right?
Actually, no, that's right.
This is step up.
Hey, we're gonna have to start. Maybe there'll be some fines
You're
coming
in
up.
charge
You know
of
what I
the
mean?
fines.
Exactly.
You're
Yeah.
in
Maybe
Yeah.
people can bring it up to me if that's how we're voting. You know what I mean?
wardrobe-
I'm all for the graphic T-shirt.
I also always feel like
I'm all
it starts off the season like really tight,
Yeah.
and then like people just run out. Like not that many guys have that much
yeah,
like
Bongi
business
had a
smart
shirt
stuff.
on
You know what I
early, and
mean?
now
My
he's-
whole wardrobe is cargos and baggy t-shirts. So
That would be fun. Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen what Fred wears to some of the second team games, and I'm like, I'm rating it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah.
thank you.
Clint's always, like just proper.
You know what,
what I mean?
you're
Like,
getting from Clint.
Yeah, for sure.
consistent.
Yeah. Someone compared me to Kirk Cousins the other day
No, not even close.
on Twitter.
Kirk is
He's cool.
better
On
dressed
Twitter.
than you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
and
I
that
just
doesn't say
understand
much.
that. I'm not a Vikings fan, so I don't know Kirk Cousins.
You
dress,
just
so.
said you watched quarterback the other day.
Yeah,
he
but,
was
like-
on it. You saw it.
You're right. Now I understand it, and I could see it though because he has a plaid shirt, just like plain. Yes, exactly. I could see myself dressing exactly like Kirk Cousins for sure. That's my style. Mixed with Adam Sandler.
Kirk is still probably
Oh, it's way better
3
than
or
I am.
4 steps above
It's debatable.
the.
Can we? I
Look at him
like.
trying to move on.
Can we on the YouTube video? Can we pull up some of these clips and just let the people like get a little in the comments? You know what I mean?
like
Rate some of these fits. You know what I mean? Like let's cue some up and like let's get some ratings out of 10.
This is some revisionist history over here of like
defend
what he's
myself.
actually worn.
The stuff that I wear to practice is terrible, but the stuff I wear to
It's not much different.
it is different.
It's
all
not.
right? I actually I wear jeans and I wear a
The
decent
tucked in
top.
plaid button up is not.
That was
Great.
the one. Yeah, that was the one that got compared to
The other day, didn't you say you had like a cowboy hat like sitting in your car or something like that that you should have
For sure,
worn
same
or
thing
something like
got me
that?
Here's the question: How long does it take you to get ready for a game day?
Probably like 5 minutes. Yeah. How long does it take?
We
you?
can tell.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
I feel like Clint's a plan out the night before, kind of like wakes up, knows what he's
For
gonna.
sure. You have it laid out.
No, just whatever feeling, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Same. Yeah, for sure.
No, not the same. Not the same. Don't ever say that. Wherever the same.
You've offended him.
Honestly. Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah. Moving on. Which keeper talks the most trash?
I think it's a clear
St.
number
Clair.
one. I'll take that.
Who's the most
definitely.
sensitive to trash talk?
You are.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this.
See how you got
Right.
real
Yeah.
defensive there. You know what I mean?
No, I'm defending myself. I believe it is Fred because I texted him. There's a photo released of Fred's facial hair talking with Jan at practice. A photo of those two talking, and I wanted to make fun of his sideburns. And I texted him, Fred, can I make fun of your sideburns? Because I knew that he wouldn't, appreciate it. And he texted me, no, because that would be mean. So that response tells me that
Eric, you get 2 haircuts a year. I don't think you're in any realm to talk about.
Sarcasm doesn't come across through text.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
What about what
can talk
about
about-
Eric's beard? Have we talked about that?
Lack thereof.
There's nothing there.
No,
It
I'm
just
just-
doesn't
I'm trying
connect.
something new,
if
and
you
you're trying to-
want me to grow this out. It just nothing connects, and it gets to a point where it's just like disgusting.
I'm experimenting.
So what do you think
and
it
you're
is
trying
right
to bring me
now?
down.
It's borderline disgusting. It's not there yet. Yeah, I just let it go a little bit.
I'm okay with Fred because he's in an in-between stage. He's trying something new. He's letting it grow. You know
That's
what I
right.
mean? So
You're
I'm-
trying to drag me
No,
down.
I'm
I'm
not
trying
saying
something new
his facial hair
here.
is bad. I'm just saying I wanted to like roast him a little bit, and I wasn't allowed to do that. So I would say
We all have transition phases in life,
I mean, he's 19. Like, what did your facial hair look like at 19?
this. This
Yeah.
is not changed at all. All right,
I
that's
got
fair.
your back, Fred.
Yeah, that didn't go the way I planned. Who is the best cook? I mean, based off of Instagram posts, I would say Dane.
Dane's showing off his grill.
I don't know.
His grill master.
I don't know anything about cooking.
I feel like
cooking.
Clint's got some things up
Oh,
his sleeve
yeah.
though too. You know what I mean? Two
the
kids,
dad
you know what I
trait.
mean? He's definitely got some.
For
some
sure.
You guys
things in
like
the locker.
you guys like Dino Nuggets?
Oh, yes. Yes, for sure.
What
Eric
about
still eats Dino Nuggets.
what about
Actually.
what about yogurt with sprinkles?
Never had that.
Made that this morning.
This
Oh,
is
that's
your
great.
chance to plug your grill sponsor if you want to.
Who eats the most junk food?
I mean, there is a story.
I'm not gonna snitch.
Okay.
but-
Oh, here we go. You walked into this one. Dane, take it away.
8 double doubles. Does
Crazy.
that story ring a bell?
Crazy.
We haven't brought up
A
who
whole
can-
jar of peanut butter
that's
in
the
one
eating
sitting.
contest one. Yeah, well,
Whole jar of peanut butter? That's crazy.
8 double doubles from where? Shake Shack.
Shake
And then
Shack,
training the next morning? Wow.
I was flying.
How many bowls you getting when you go to Chipotle?
Well, the bet is I could do 5 Chipotle bowls
In one sitting.
in one sitting.
How much?
could you?
What's the time frame here?
I don't know. The time frame is whatever the time frame is going to be. I did the 8
Doesn't
doubles
matter.
at Shake Shack in 22 minutes.
That's gross.
The question isn't can you, is it should you do that though?
You know, it just depends. You know, it depends on what I win. Pride.
What are you gonna? Yeah, what's the? I haven't heard of the Chipotle 5 bowl challenge.
T-shirt,
Yeah,
T-shirt for it.
T-shirt.
Yeah, I get my.
We love
4
those around the Dick household.
I can wear that if it's a graphic T-shirt. I can wear that to the game. But yeah, so I say that if there's an eating contest, for sure, I would. I think I would win.
100%.
That wasn't the question. The question
Yeah,
was.
I know that.
It
But
was
there's
about
another-
junk
There's
food.
another one, and he brought it up.
He's just trying to win something.
This has gotten away from me.
The host is trying to spin it back in his
Yeah,
favor
like-
here. You know what I'm
I
saying?
thought we were talking about who eats the most junk food.
Yeah,
Probably Fred,
we
though,
already
right?
said Fred for sure.
Fred, you have a little. You got like a sweet tooth, right?
Oh, for sure.
No, I wouldn't
That's
say
a
sweet
lie.
tooth.
I'm not gonna. I mean, you want to talk
Okay,
about preseason?
When we
You
go
wanna
away
talk
from
about
preseason, are you
want to talk about
are
preseason?
you a snacks guy in preseason?
You want to talk about preseason, Fred?
No, I'm just a eat a lot at dinner kind of guy.
Okay, fair. But do you go like?
Talk about those 10,
Go off
10
campus.
p.m. 10 p.m. ice cream cones.
See, that's different. See, when you're in preseason, you know you're grinding. You're working hard. You're away from home. You know you need something to keep you going. So me and Dev would like once a week we'd walk over to McDonald's and
Once.
and get those little ice cream cones. They're like $1 or something.
So are you a Culver's
Once
guy
a
or a
week.
Dairy Queen guy?
No, it's McDonald's. It's for sure McDonald's.
These days I see probably that's tough. I'd see DQ more often. I haven't been to Culver's in a long time, but when I was younger, my grandparents would take me to Culver's a lot.
The Midwest people are gonna get you in the comments, and I can't wait for
I've never
it.
been to Culver's in my life. That ain't good.
Culver's is it's not bad.
There's a lot of things that Didn't you
don't-
just
yeah.
have something for the first time the other day too? Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah, Chick-fil-A
Like,
for the first time.
How old are you?
28. It was really good. It was good, but apparently it wasn't. It was cold, I guess, but I still liked it. Yeah, it was good.
Like we said, your palate with food. We could see you consume anything.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would not be the best food judge, but I would probably be invited to a lot of restaurants and give good reviews just because I would eat their food and say it was decent.
What's
But
your-
I will not go to a place where there's not a lot of food. Like the fancy Italian restaurants where the serving sizes are really, really small. Can't stand those.
What's your dream meal? Like you got an off day the next day. You're gonna go to a dance class and then kick your feet up after.
Well, that changes everything. Are you saying I got to eat before the dance?
No,
class
no,
or eat
after you put in a pretty good shift at dance.
Very good shit.
You sweat
A
through
little,
3 shirts.
a little sweaty, a little sweaty,
Yeah.
but had a great time. Maybe a Instagram video or so, and you come home and you're
sure.
like, "This is what I want to eat." What is it?
Stir fry for sure.
What's in your stir fry?
He's got the wok.
Yeah, I do have a wall.
You got the walk?
That's the only thing he has in his kitchen.
That's
He's
not-
got a walk but no cups.
Huge
Wok, yeah.
He's got a walk but no
No
cups.
cups, but he's got a wok.
Fred's
Just
Fred's
putting it
a
in
fun
the
cup thing.
styrofoam and just straight out.
Should we tell him about the cups or no?
I don't know if it's appropriate.
Yeah, it's not appropriate.
Probably
We
not.
can't go
I
that low.
am
No,
no, you, not you. No, I'd say stir fry for sure. Yeah. Yeah. What's
The
your
man's still
guys'?
single, you know. We
Yeah.
can't let him box like
Thank
that.
you.
We need to give him a
Appreciate you.
chance.
I appreciate that.
Looking to mingle, right, Eric?
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
Eric up.
I can make stir fry.
Put a brick wall.
I can make stir fry. 0-0. What is your guys' like go-to meal, like dream meal? If you had one last meal,
Last meal?
sure. Yeah, let's do that.
That's a lot different than like an
morbid,
off
huh?
day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about that.
I like some fajitas.
Okay.
Yeah. Some fajitas, some good fresh guac
Nice.
with salsa.
You made those or no?
Yeah, of course. Made from scratch.
Okay.
Aren't you growing in the garden, right? Straight from the garden?
I do. I've got some tomatoes in the garden.
Okay.
Yep. That's what I would go with.
Nice. Okay. Fred, Dane.
I'm going Caribbean style for sure. I think just always brings me back to home. You know what I mean? And I think
sure.
a little rice and peas action, probably stewed chicken.
You make that too?
Yeah, I can make that. Not as good as my dad, but I've been working my way up. You know what I mean?
Is that who you like learned like cooking from?
Yeah, and like honestly, growing up, like I just loved watching the Food Network. Like I knew all the sports channels, Food Network, and like cartoons. That I was good to go. You know what I mean? Like so, just like picking up like little things on the Food Network and just applying it. You know what I mean?
Do you watch any cooking shows like Hell's Kitchen or
Yeah, I
Kitchen
watch
Nightmares
all
or-
of those. Yeah, not some. I like the competition shows more so.
Competition,
You know what I mean?
Iron
Like
Chef.
yeah, Iron
Iron
Chef.
Chef.
I used to be a big Iron Chef guy. Yeah,
Baker, Baker or no?
chopped.
You
No,
bake?
no, baking is not my specialty at all.
Great British Baking Show.
I'm a bit of a baker. I can make some bread.
See, like when I think of baking, I don't think bread. You know what I mean? Like, like that's not where I thought was going.
Come at me, man. Yes, I can, dude.
We all looked at each
100%.
other like,
Sure.
What kind of bread are you going for though? Are you
Lemon
going for like a
pop,
sourdough? What do you?
No, lemon poppy seed bread. That's my go-to. We got a little family recipe, and yeah,
Will you bring some in for us?
I can do that. Yeah.
Great.
Sorry.
There you
Yeah, Freddie. What about you? The meal.
yeah, that's tough.
Whatever mom makes for dinner.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I'd definitely do some pasta. That's all I'm gonna elaborate on for that. I'd eat some cereal.
Pesto or pomodoro?
Probably pesto. Big
Or
pesto
Alfredo.
guy. Ooh. That's my last meal. May as well just get it all.
All three.
Yeah. It's my last meal. Some chips and hummus, like some tortilla chips.
You're just all over the place
All
here.
over the
Huh?
place, dude.
What does it have to be like bang bang
How are you
bang?
eating
No, you
that?
just
What's
eat
the
the
order
whole
of eating?
Mediterranean.
I'm not a diet.
Grease.
I'm just gonna do a little bit of everything, you know.
Okay.
But definitely.
You want the
some
kebab after too, or what?
cereal. No,
What about lockers? Who's got the tidiest locker?
definitely Clint.
I think it's definitely Clint because I've seen your two,
Yeah.
and you have gloves.
Mine's
everywhere,
in
and,
shambles
like,
right
yeah.
now. Dane's is
Yeah.
full. Like it's
Dane-
upside
I mean,
limit
I
in
don't think
there.
Dane can even like. sit
You got moving boxes in your locker.
Yeah, I mean, what happened? I was away at Gold Cup, and I got some deliveries from Adidas. You know what I mean? So
Pretty sure that's on.
Wow.
A fine.
Here we
I'm
go
pretty sure-
again.
hey, I'm
Just
pretty sure
bragging
that's
on the
Pretty
podcast.
is.
Were the boxes free?
I think that's a fine.
boxes
too, by
were
the way.
free.
Was there
Yeah.
anything in the boxes?
Yeah.
There was a little mishap, so we need to send some stuff back and get the right things. So yeah.
Yikes. Adidas is a sponsor, you
Outing
know?
Adidas.
It's okay. Everyone makes mistakes sometimes, you know.
Sometimes. Who's got the best pregame playlist? What do you guys listen to?
Oh, I don't even know what you guys listen.
I'm all over the shop,
Oh, me too.
but in terms, I'm like Caribbean and like UK, and then rap, obviously hip hop rap. I've heard Clint's got into the UK a little recently too. I've been liking the songs he's been bringing around. So, what do you listen to before Eric? Because you get real hyped up.
Eric
You know what I mean?
is
Like,
hype train.
It's all EDM. It's all EDM.
It doesn't surprise me.
High tempo music, like yes,
Dudes,
for sure.
dudes,
Like
dudes,
Sandstorm
dudes,
is
dudes,
Sandstorm
dudes,
is a
dudes.
must.
Sandstorm.
I listen to Sandstorm before every game. Yeah. Wow. And on my way.
Shout out Darude, you know?
Exactly. I would lose my mind if that like was in like live concert or something like that. Yeah.
how much shirts would you sweat through?
I do sweat a lot when I dance. Probably like I'd probably go through 3 or 4.
I think the shirt would just come off.
Yeah, sure. Well, yeah, but then
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about your love of dance.
Okay.
Where did that start, and like where are you at with it now? And
Where's my life at?
no, not life. It's just such a unique hobby. Like you're not like most people. I don't know what you do, play video games or like in your off time. You know, Fred fixes cars.
Yeah.
Golf, you know what I mean?
Golf, whatever.
Yeah.
Like you are pop locking and dropping it.
100%. I'd say I did show choir in high school for the dancing. I couldn't sing for crap, but the dancing was fun. I got to dress up as like a reindeer and like do some like flips and stuff. That was really fun. And then in college, I did 2 dances at halftimes of basketball games. They're on YouTube.
No.
Like flash mob style or what?
We each partnered with a member of the dance team. So if there are 18 members of the dance team, there are 18 guys, and we did a choreographed dance.
Was this I search to find that?
Was this like a
Where the producers have to get some clips of this, right?
was this like a general
2
sign up
years.
for the whole university or what?
No, I got asked to be
Scouted.
Yeah, exactly. It's called Big Blue Dance Crew. I can't remember the exact years of it, but there was one. It was my senior year, and then the year after. When I was in Kansas City, my first year, I was learning. 2018, I think, is one. I was learning the choreography in preseason, and then I flew back and I did the dance, and then on our
was
break.
this better or worse than the BYU mock-up that you did?
Well, I messed up. If you see it, I messed up in the thing. In the dance, I caused like 3 others.
That's totally you.
I mean,
Which one is it?
Were you in the middle?
There's a lot of them. Yes, it's front and center, but
he's 6'7". You can't miss him in there, right?
But so I did 2 of those, and that really got me into it. And then I took dance classes in Kansas City. Excuse me. And I taught myself how to shuffle dance during COVID in Arizona.
What is shuffle dance?
It's something on TikTok. It's just like basically like just moving your feet to
Shuffling.
Shuffling
Okay.
Shuffling your feet. It's really good with like EDM music.
So are you ready to go to one of these festivals and just rage out or what?
I would go nuts.
What's your dream festival to go to?
Tomorrowland would be sick. Ultra Music Festival, I think.
Veld or what?
Huh?
Veld in Toronto?
I don't know. There's EDC. Did you find it, Fred?
They all look like you, Eric.
No. Okay. Well, there's one that.
Don't worry. This is why we have producers, guys.
Yeah, exactly. They'll find that one. But I would love to do that. I would love to go to Ultra Music Festival or Tomorrowland, and I think Belgium is that one. There's an EDC one or something in Las Vegas.
In a different life, are you a backup dancer for like a musician or what?
I think I would make a great mascot or a backup dancer. Yeah,
Can
something
you be
like
a backup dancer and be like 6'5"? I feel like that's.
It'd be fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. Like, holy cow! Look at that
guy
big
sweating.
man moving back there.
I mean, I'd have to be.
Third shirt.
I'd have to be in a.
He changed outfits again. So, like, what's your favorite, I guess, kind of dance? Like electronic? Because I see you in the weight room when the hip hop's on. Mm-hmm. You've got some moves.
Well, I try. And so, now I take dance classes in Minnesota as well. But I just want to learn all the dances. I love to do like country line dancing. I'd love to learn how to like ballroom or like do like swing dancing.
We hear a lot of Spanish music. Are you in like the salsa bachata or like how's your?
I mean, I will.
You're gonna take Fred to your partner to work it out, or what?
I literally, I have a projector at home. I will literally go home from practice and go to YouTube and just do like a 20-minute like dance little routine. Just search that and then put that on there, and I'll just teach myself how to do it. I will literally do that every day.
So is it? Would you say
it's just intriguing? Like I think it's fun.
Would you say it's like you just have a lot of energy and you're
I have way too much energy.
So it's just like a way to get.
Maybe you need to lay off the caffeine.
Yeah, the caffeine hits perfectly, and then I go home and I do that, and then I crash. So it actually works out really well. But maybe I could lay off the caffeine. But
I think you're actually. I think you're a pretty good dancer.
I appreciate you
for your size, your.
I know I have good rhythm, and I give 110%.
Your Caucasianness. Like all combinations and all things considered, I think you're pretty good.
I would be the best wedding +1 because I would have no problem getting the dancing started.
Yeah, you'd be a party starter for sure.
For sure.
First guy out
for
there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that's a job or.
Yeah, I think you could
It's called Wedding Crashers.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've
That's
seen the
not-
movie.
That's not Wedding Crashers.
I think you could monetize that.
That's not the purpose of that movie. But good try. Great
like
movie.
Dancer for Hire. Like,
Yes, exactly.
come get the party started.
That could be.
Yeah.
You've got the
that
name
could be
for it
confused.
too.
That could be.
Hey, he's got the name for it too.
Be confused.
Looking for a way to get closer to your club? For just $25, Loons fans can join the Preserve, Minnesota United's official season ticket waitlist. Waiting usually isn't fun, but this waitlist comes with benefits. Being a member of the Preserve gives you early access to MNUFC single game tickets, partial season plans, and group tickets, as well as special pre-sales for other marquee events that come to Allianz Field. Visit MNUFC.com/preserve to join.
Well, that was the dance segment.
That was the dance segment. Appreciate you. Okay. We're jumping to some hypothetical. I dropped the paper here.
You're not supposed to be reading off a paper, bud.
You're right. Oh, yes, I am. We've got some hypothetical fun questions, and I'm gonna use a Google document. Well, first we'll start with these ones. Is cereal a soup? Let's get some opinions out.
Yes.
No.
I don't
No
think so.
chance.
Why not?
Soup
What
to me
is the definition
hot.
of soup?
I feel like
So what's
soup is hot.
is gazpacho not a soup? Gazpacho's not a type of soup?
I don't even know what that is, to be honest.
It's a cold soup.
What's in gazpacho?
Yeah, what's in gazpacho?
It's like
That
tomatoes, vegetables.
So it's a tomato soup.
Yeah.
No.
That's not cereal.
What?
What? Yes, is cereal soup?
You just asked if the gazpacho is
What's
cereal.
the definition of soup?
Anyway,
Because I know people
cereal.
that heat up their milk before they put the cereal in.
that's crazy.
That's just
Who do you know?
psycho.
You need to not know
Let's
them
have a
anymore.
conversation with that person.
So what's oatmeal though?
Not a soup.
That's not soup.
You
Not a
heat,
soup.
yeah, but you heat up the milk. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you guys use water? It tastes way better with milk.
Yeah,
For
but-
sure. Yeah, but I'm just
trying to
I'm
avoid
lazy.
dairy a little
Higher
bit.
calorie.
Almond milk. Almond milk. I'm an almond milk guy. Almond milk guy. Almond milk guy.
Almond milk. I'm trying to avoid the calories. All right. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes. Can a sandwich be
I mean-
open faced? Yes, it can.
No, I don't think it can.
Can it?
I think it's at that point. It's a
I feel like it has to be
what?
open
Yeah,
all
finish
the
that.
way
Oh,
around.
it's a
what?
flat. It's a flatbread at that point.
At that point, okay.
Well, what about like a lamb gyro wrap? Like, because that's kind of a similar thing to a hot dog.
Like a pita, you mean?
That's a
Yeah.
wrap.
That's a
No,
wrap.
but no,
so
sorry.
technically, is a hot dog a
Not-
wrap?
it's
then?
not
That's a
wrapped
good-
all the way
hey, Freddie,
around.
well
It's
done.
just like the
Fred, well
flatbread that
done.
you fold.
I
and
hear
then
what
you-
you're saying.
you put
Yeah.
the-
So
you
is
put
a
the
hot
lamb
dog
in
a
it.
It's like a
is a hot
taco
dog a
wrap.
wrap then?
Is a taco sandwich?
No. It's
Or is a hot dog
So
a
a hot
taco?
dog's. I don't think a hot dog's a sandwich.
No, I don't think
Is
yes.
a hot dog a taco?
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Yes.
No.
I don't get
Yes.
this
Well,
debate. Like,
okay.
it's-
Here's the thing. Some
I
people
don't
like it.
get
If
why.
they like it, then
I was
they
gonna
they
say,
can go for it. But
that's what I was
personally,
gonna say.
for me,
If you like
it doesn't
pineapple,
belong on
it
The
it.
goes
better
on
question
pizza.
should be, does pickles belong on pizza? State Fair is coming up around the
Absolutely
corner.
not.
These people,
Well, I've never had it.
it's
I've never had
no.
it, but apparently people swear by it.
That's what I'm saying.
The
Pickle
pizza.
hype is.
yeah.
Never experienced anything like the pickle hype at the
That's- yeah.
Minnesota State Fair. Where's that come
There's
from?
pickle lemonade this year.
Fred,
It's-
resident
That's
Minnesota.
just-
Don't ask
Disgusting.
me. I take my pickles off of everything.
I hate pickles.
I don't get it. I don't get the pickle.
Pickle mania.
Yeah, pickle mania. Here we go. If a turtle doesn't have a shell, is he homeless or naked?
Both.
Both.
These are not
Duh.
my questions. I'm just getting this off of.
I actually don't think that's like possible though too. Like it's like attached to them.
They'll definitely
They'll die. They'll
Yeah.
die. Yeah.
Like it's not possible.
definitely get
Like they
out.
can't.
They
No,
won't last very long if
No.
they do lose it.
No. Yeah.
it's not possible.
It's like if you were in space and you lost your suit, you couldn't breathe. You know.
For sure.
I think that's exactly how it works.
All right. Here's a popular
You might be
one
alive
that's
for a
going,
little bit.
Here's a popular one that's been floated around. You get $10 million now, but there's a snail that's chasing you for the rest of your life. And if it touches you, you die instantly. Are you taking the money? And what would be your strategy?
What's the alternative?
Just not doing it.
No.
Can the snail like take boats and stuff?
It is trying to kill you.
That's rude.
Just trying to touch you technically.
It's trying to touch you.
Wait, you die if it touches you?
Yeah.
And you can't kill it.
You can't. I don't think you can kill it.
So you don't even know
No,
the stipulations.
Yeah,
this is
there's like a list of
Why
the
is the
stipulations.
snail trying to touch us?
Just because that's the
Wants his
situation.
money back.
He wants his money back.
did the snail donate the $10 million or how's that working?
Bitcoin.
But can the snail cross water?
If
and
I
stuff?
spend the $10 million, is it still
the
stops?
Snail, no, the snail is like an actual snail. Okay, but it can like get on a plane, like you know what I mean. It can sneak on a plane.
It's not
possibly.
getting through TSA, pal.
Does it need a ticket or what?
It might. That's what I'm saying though.
I probably
What would you-
wouldn't. I think that's just too stressful. Not worth it.
I think I'll take the money. Take
Okay, so then
take
what
my
would-
chances.
What would be your strategy then?
My strategy, I think you just lock all the doors. Like, how's it gonna get in a house?
You're just gonna stay indoors.
Well, as soon as I move, it's gonna take it a while to find the next spot. So
But how do you know where the snail?
You can
is?
also step over a snail. Like it's not gonna be like,
yeah.
oh no, like you know what I mean? I'm boxing the corner here.
But you don't know where the snail is.
Like if I drive to training, it's gonna take the snail. Could take it years to get to training to find me.
How do you know a snail's not in your locker?
Yeah, well,
at
no.
training?
Here's the thing. What if he's waiting at your doorstep?
That's
so when
exactly
you leave,
right.
he goes in, and then when you're sleeping, he goes in.
But how do you know that that's?
I
the
think I
snail?
could
That's-
collect. I think I could collect the snail without it touching me, and I might.
I
I could.
agree with you.
I
I
could.
agree with you.
I
I
could
agree with you.
fling it.
Yeah.
Somewhere. I could.
okay.
I could put it
I'll
on
just put
a
a-
rocket ship and send it to space.
Yeah.
And then how's it gonna get back?
Because you do have $10 million.
I
so
agree.
you-
I have $10 million.
you
I could
can
buy.
the
I could
snail.
buy. I could
For sure.
buy a spot on SpaceX or
Yes.
Virgin Air, and I
Okay.
say, for $1 million of my 10 million, that's 10%.
Okay.
Send this snail to space.
No, here's what you do.
And put it in the little the vector thing that shoots
That
stuff out.
separates it. That
Yes.
separates it.
And that thing is gonna be floating in space. And
For
I'll
sure.
say, "Good luck, snail.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Come
fair.
find me."
I'm changing my answer here. I came up with a
Yeah,
solution.
you said no earlier.
Yep, I'm
Yeah,
changing
okay.
it because I thought of something. You take
Okay.
whatever amount of the money you don't want, $1 million, $2 million, and you pay someone to watch the snail.
You don't know if that's the snail though. You have no idea which snail it is.
Oh,
So it's just any
What?
snail in the whole world? Like, so
Any
you're just
snail?
changing it now.
No,
Now you're just
no,
changing it.
No,
a snail.
it is a snail, but how do you know it's that snail? The snail could be
so
going.
you don't know
towards
where it starts or anything? Dude, this could be an Australian snail. He's never getting to me.
Okay, but it also could be like in your backyard and like really
I
close.
mean, you could also put a GPS chip
like
on
you
that
could,
snail.
You could put the wrong. you could
Yeah,
put the
air
wrong-
tag that snail. When it gets close, you're like, oh, it's less than a
You get
kilometer
little-
or whatever
little-
away.
little alerts. But you could put the wrong snail on the rocket ship and then think that you put the right snail on there, and then all your guards down, and then the snail touches you and you die. That's what
Eric,
I'm
are you taking the money or no?
I'm for sure taking the money.
How many cups you buying with it?
I'm not buying any cups with that money.
You should, because the water bottles aren't very good.
No, I would do it, and then I would. I honestly don't know how I would do it, but I would just any snail that I saw, I just put it like a box over.
What would be your first
And that'd
purchase?
Probably get canceled by.
I know Fred's
How do you
buying a
pronounce
car.
it?
I know Fred's buying a car. That's his first purchase for
Is
sure.
that true, Fred? Yeah. What kind of car?
You can buy a lot of cars for $10 million. I don't know, you're
Or
going to have to
could
get back to me. I'll
also
make a
buy
list.
just like one really
Oh.
fancy car, right?
Fred's gonna have a whole garage one day.
Nice.
Okay, got any more brain busters for us?
Yeah, for sure. Let me pull these up.
How
If
hard
you
were
guys-
you
if
thinking
guys
about
ever-
these last night?
I didn't listen. This is on a website. I'm just pulling
I
this
think
up.
you have to cite that or something.
If you were a professional wrestler in the WWE, what would your name and identity be? Yeah, there we go.
Bad question.
Next question.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
That's for Z, probably. If animals could talk, which animal would you most likely or most want to talk to, and what would you talk about?
The first thing that came to mind was a kangaroo. I don't know why, or maybe a koala. Like their accent would just be funny.
The accent. Okay.
Yeah, but like here, what if the country of their origin is what language they spoke?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Now?
Mm-hmm.
That could limit the options.
That wouldn't change.
Yeah, I'm just saying in general, like.
Oh, okay.
I would talk to the snail. I'd say, "Why you following me, buddy? Why you following me, buddy?"
That's fair.
Hey, bud, I'll go put $1 million in this bank for you. Just let's call it even.
Let's negotiate a little bit. You know, what do you need? What do you need? You need new house, new shell.
Child support.
Why are you doing
Set of
this?
wheels. That's good. Dane.
I'm not bothered with animals. I really don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe otters.
That's my favorite animal.
Cute.
Otters would be cute. If you could teleport somewhere, where would you go?
Anywhere?
Right now.
I'd go to space to see the snail.
It'd certainly help the snail problem, wouldn't it? just see ya.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. I'd go to Switzerland. I think
Is
Switzerland.
it like a vacation?
You know someone there or what?
No. I don't
Seems
know
like
anybody there.
if you're gonna teleport anywhere, you go somewhere where you couldn't just fly to.
Yeah, like a different. Like Fred's gonna go back a few decades. You know what I mean? Go look
you
at
can
look
time
at. You know what I
travel.
mean?
That's time travel.
You didn't say
Teleporting?
Teleport is different than time travel.
I need to
For
look.
sure.
I feel like I would teleport to a different planet that maybe had other life than us.
Okay. Which planet would that be?
Well, we don't know, but
But if I can teleport, you can.
yeah,
go
if you can
and see it,
teleport, you
know what I
can
mean?
go
You just come
explore.
back
You
right
know,
after.
you'd be like, "There's no life there."
Oh,
That's fair.
yeah.
That's fair.
Well,
Discovered it.
Okay, that's fair. If you could time travel to before or like in the future or the past, which would you do, and how far back or forward would you go?
I'm going back, investing in Bitcoin, and then coming back. You know what I mean?
yeah, you go back like 10 years and you just put a parlay on all the
All
sports
this
finals.
that's the
Going on.
answer for sure. Yeah.
Are you allowed to bet now? You're
I have never bet on anything in my life.
That's not true.
That is true.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What about you, Clint? Would you go forward or backwards?
I'd probably go backwards. I don't know when, but yeah.
That's your
like
answer.
if you go back,
Backwards.
do you have to like live that through the rest, or like you
You just visit
go
it?
back, see it, and then you get to come back to like
That's a good
present
question.
time?
I'd say you get a day there
And does your actions change things in the future or no?
for sure.
Okay.
So you can have an impact on,
That's crazy.
like
Yeah.
it's like Back to the Future kind of.
Yes, exactly.
Where will you go?
I'd do the same thing. I'd go back and just make a ton of investments.
2002, so you can rock with Allen Iverson and
It's pretty selfish, you know. It's like you have this opportunity to really change the world, and you're like, I'm just gonna invest in Bitcoin.
I didn't
Maybe
mention
you don't know how
Bitcoin.
he's going to use his money though. Maybe he's going
I
to
didn't mention
better.
Bitcoin. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Fred.
Yeah, but you weren't going to.
No, that's fair. All right. Well, we've got some like specific questions that we're supposed to ask each other here too. I'm supposed to ask Fred about his opinions of Japanese cars and cars in general. So talk to us about how you like cars and why. What's your interest in cars and everything like that.
Just in general?
Just in general.
Um,
And also, who do you think has the nicest car and the worst car? in
well,
between?
let's preface it. Tell them what kind of car you have.
Yeah,
to
you
like,
got
you know what I mean? Like,
Cars. Plural.
Yeah, how many cars do you have currently at
easy.
this time?
I have two. I shouldn't say only. That's
How many
bad.
functional cars do you have at this time?
Just one. no, to be fair, my other car does work well. It's just not perfect.
Yeah.
We
What are the imperfections of that other car?
don't have enough
It's just a
time. for
project,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Does it have a steering wheel?
It does.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
So you've got
what's the
what's your
Japanese
daily
one?
driver?
I drive a 4Runner
Okay.
as my winter car and my daily go-getter.
And then what's your
Project.
project?
Right now I have a Nissan Skyline. It's a 93 R32. And I don't know. Should I go in depth? Are these
I mean,
car
I mean,
nerds?
there's some.
The steering
yeah,
wheel's on the other side of the.
It's-
It's on the
it-
right
you
side.
get
That's
some
really
like
cool.
sponsorship
Pretty rare.
out of it.
The car's imported from Japan. It's a Japanese car, so the steering wheel's on, as you guys say, the wrong side, but it's on the right side. No pun intended.
Not even the dad laughed at that one. Like that was
You
bad.
should.
That was bad.
Well, people always say you're on the wrong side. You're like, no, you're on the right side.
Yeah, we get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Good.
right, I'll just stop talking about my cars then. That's fine.
Well, what made you choose that car specifically?
That's a good question. I don't know. I've always kind of had a love for 90s Japanese cars. I don't know what it is.
You talking like going back like GTA or like where did you discover all these cars? Like, how do you end up in Japan in the 90s?
That's a great question.
How does a kid from St. Paul get into the Japanese tuner scene?
No, I mean, obviously, like Fast and Furious had an impact on people. So you kind of find that a lot of people are interested in Japanese cars these days. Yeah, I mean, I started out, I had an 83 Porsche 944. That was like my first ever car that I started to.
How many
tinker
how many
on.
cars have you had since you got your license?
So 3 years. I think 5. I want to say 5, maybe 6.
Eric, how about you? What are you driving these days? How many cars have you had?
Toyota Camry.
What year?
This is 2007. Yeah, it's very reliable.
Also Japanese.
Yeah.
There you go. I put a lot of miles on that car, but yeah, the steering wheel works and everything in the car works. So
I have a quick release steering wheel, so it comes on and off, and they make fun of me saying my car doesn't have a steering wheel.
So what's your goal with the Skyline? Where are you trying to get it to? What are you trying to do with it?
He's gonna put the snail in it.
That's a good question. Well, the thing with these projects is they never really end. There's always more you want to do. This past off season, I worked on it a lot. The car, it has an engine swap, so the engine is not the engine that the car came with from the factory. So it's got a later engine from the later models. Big turbo. I got a bunch of modifications on it. I'm not going to go in depth with it, but
Are you like taking it to the? Do you ever take it to the racetrack or?
no, I don't think we're allowed to do that. Are we?
Why are you looking? What's the fastest you've gotten in it?
Not fast. I just go the speed limit.
fast.
No, just to the speed limit, which is 120 kilometers an hour
Where?
everywhere.
It's like
That's not
60, yeah, 65. That's it.
awesome. All right. Well, I've been told to wrap this up, guys. Thank you very much for spending your afternoon talking about goalkeeping and life. We appreciate everybody listening and giving us your time. It will be back to regular schedule with Kindred next week for the Sound of the Loons. Thank you very much. This has been the Goalkeeper Special. Go Loons.